Here is a special dedication to everyone who has a vision and is going through things that make you think you won't get there. This song is for you. When I look into the world, I see my dreamland, but it's far from me now, and it's getting farther. Many have gone through this lane. They have stories to tell. Some are good and some are bad, but I've made up my mind that my story will be pleasant and pleasing to hear. Though it's wrong, I am tough, and I know I will make it. I will get there some way, someday, somehow. I've made up my mind. Sitting there in the morning, right in front of the mirror, wondering if I'll ever make it, 'cause of things happening around me. And then I heard this little voice say to me, my child, you're going to make it. And then it dawned on me that I am made for the top. So no matter what it takes, for this journey. I will get there someday, some way, somehow. Oh yeah, I will get there someday, some way, somehow. I've made up my mind.
Hey, narrators on purpose. Happy Saturday to you. I hope it's Saturday where you are. Hello, hi, good morning. How are you doing? It's May Day here, and I'm saying happy Workers' Day to everyone who has ever worked, either for money, you're a freelancer, you're adding value to the world, the work you do. We love you, we appreciate you, and we say that keep at it, don't stop. You are adding value to the world, and value is what the world needs at this time. So thank you, everyone, to all the workers big ups to you. Happy May Day. My name is Mamuzo, and this is Vocal Prowess, welcoming you to another interesting edition. And yes, last week I was missing in action, right? Yes, I was. But we had Shola Speaks and Zazee. I call her Zazee, and Azizat here on the show, and they delivered so much value. And if you haven't seen that episode yet, please, you should check us out on our YouTube channel. We do stream live on Idris Osakade's YouTube channel, or you can watch the episodes on our exclusive close-knit Facebook group, Narrators on Purpose. By the way, are you a member of that group yet? If you're not yet a member, you should register if your dream is to become a voice actor, a public speaker, a poet, a spoken word artist. If you are in the business of using your voice to deliver stories, to tell stories, to whether you're even in theater arts, it's good that you join this group because every Saturday, and not just on Saturdays alone, we have a couple of trainings that we do during the week. But this Vocal Prowess show is done every Saturday at 11 in the morning. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you're doing great. So by the way, have you ever thought about it? Why did you choose to be a voice actor, a public speaker, a poet, a spoken word artist? Do you think this is your thing? I would like to see in the comments answers to this question. And if you haven't yet discovered why you have to do this yet, that's okay. Take your time today to think about it critically. Why have you chosen this path? Is this a career path for you? Is this a side hustle? Is this just something you want to do? There must be a reason to it, right? So let's talk about the reasons why we have chosen to go into voice artistry. Now, for me, I discovered once some years ago, I think if I'm very specific, just about 7 years ago, that I have a great voice. I mean, I got that comments or compliments from a lot of people saying, you have a great voice. Are you into voice acting? And of course, I've always known about voice acting, but I never thought about, doing it professionally. I've taken a few courses on diction, enunciation, elocution. And I was just doing that because at that time I was a broadcaster. So I felt, okay, well, improve how you speak and then how you deliver, your words. So I was doing that. But I said to myself, I could stretch myself to go beyond just television and radio to start doing voice acting. And I have fallen in love with voice acting, and I'm also trying to expand, not just narrating audiobooks, but as well I'm picking up commercials, jingles, and the journey has been extremely challenging, but also very rewarding. So I'm sure you have your own story too. You can share with us in the comments. So welcome again to the show, and I'm never alone. You know that for sure. I'm always with my homegirl, Aziza. So Azizat will be joining me pretty soon. So welcome to the show. We're glad to have you today. And today, this is the month of May. So let me first and foremost wish you a happy new month of May. And I'm trusting that all your desires and wishes for this month will be actualized. But you need to put in the work. It is not just about wishing or praying or desiring or confessing. Without action, all of the other things will crumble. So let's put the work, which is why we're here. We're here to practice every 30 minutes every Saturday, and then see how we can hone our voice skills and deliver, much value than we have been doing before. I believe in progress. So, like the song you just said a while ago, I will get there, but you have to take steady, consistent steps to get there. Okay, so before I bring in Zizat on the show today, our vocal warmers. Who remembers our vocal warm-ups? The one we've been doing before now. We've done the QEQR, we've done the pretend like you're eating an apple, we've done the chin exercises. So today I'll just go with these three so I don't spend too much time, doing the vocal warm-up. So are you ready? We need to stretch our vocal cords, we need to strengthen our vocal prowess. So yes, let's do it. So first, let's do the very regular one, the one you know very much, the QEQR. Are you ready? If you're ready, let's get started. Let's go. Okay. So Q E Q R Q E Q R. Remember to stretch your lips very wide so that you can feel your muscles around your you can feel your cheeks, stretching out, and then the muscles around there are being, fully exercised so that they can become flexible. When you are trying to deliver a script, your lips does it up, and then you're not able to pronounce the words clearly. So let's go again. Q E Q R Q E Q R Q E Q. Can we go faster now? Q E Q R Q E Q R Q E Q R Q E Q R Q E. I almost missed it. The more you do this, the faster you do this, you're sure to make mistakes along the line, but do not stop. So let's do the pretend apple. Like we have an apple in our hand. What's your favorite color of your apple? I love red apples. I prefer red apples to green apples. So if you have your red apple, if you're like me, or you have a green apple in your hand, it's just in your mind though. So if you're holding your apple in your hand, now try and squeeze it into your mouth. I know you have small lips like I do, small mouth, but squeeze that big apple into your mouth and then see how you can take a chunk. Okay, let's do that. Are you chewing? Well, chew as hard as you can. That's a big chunk of apple in your mouth. Let's go for another chunk. How are your jaws feeling? Stressed? Okay, and then the final one. So you put your finger, right? And then you massage your chin. You can either do it with both fingers or one finger. I prefer one finger per time. So I'm going to do one finger. And then I will gently use this finger to go round my chin, round my chin, round my chin, till I feel a bit of relaxation around those areas. So let's do that now. Are you doing it? Okay, then who remembers this old method of taking a deep breath and then releasing the air? It still works. It's still a good way to get yourself into the mode when you want to speak to a group of people or you want to deliver a script. So let's do that now, okay? So, how do you feel? Much better, right? So that's how it goes. So, guys, that's our vocal warm up for today. We're gonna get on to the show. I'll be bringing Azizat on. Azizat, she is our diction coach, and she's always here to ensure that we're speaking and pronouncing words correctly. Who doesn't want to pronounce right? I mean, the whole voice acting thing is hinged on correct pronunciation and vocal delivery, as of course as well. Your emotions should be right. I mean, language is what it is. Language is the way we express our thoughts and emotions, and so if we don't have all those elements put together, we haven't done a very good job. Also, if words on paper and then we who are the actors cannot deliver the words properly, then maybe we have failed in our delivery or professionalism. So that's not what we want to do. We want to ensure that as voice actors, as spoken word artists, we deliver with panache, with professionalism, and then we are able to convey those messages on the paper, very well. So Azizat, can I have you on now? Good to have Azizat on the show.
I'm here. Good
Hi,
morning.
Zazee.
Good morning. Happy May
Morning.
Day.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Great. Happy to
Any
be here.
any plans for today?
I think today is just relaxation day for me. The week had been quite
Good.
hectic. So today is relaxation.
Yeah, the whole family is home for me today. So I've been cooking since morning because everybody's home. Nobody's going out to work today. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Except
Well, that's good.
except
It's good to have
you
you on the
that
show, Zazzy.
what did you say?
I said, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good to have you back. You were around last week. We missed you,
I
but
mean,
of
I
course we
couldn't
had
help
a
it.
great
I
time.
was a keynote speaker at my old girls. I mean, at my former school, my alumni. So I had to go and speak to the girls, and it was fun for me, just reminiscing on how 30 years, had flown. And I was saying to the
Mm,
girls, I mean, if you think that the future is sometime later, you lie. Because I was
mm,
saying to myself, where did 30 years go? Just look at how time flies. We must make the most of our time as much as we can. In fact, maximize time. I listened to one speaker yesterday who also said that he turned 72 and then he was like, "Oh my God, I remember when I was just 30. I thought I had many years ahead of me." So I guess I'm not the only one who is feeling like this. Time does fly. I mean, and we have to fly with time. That's the whole essence of what we're saying. So I would suggest that everyone create a goal for yourself, make your goals realistic, and then see how you can determine how fast you can go within the space of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Make smaller goals to achieving the bigger goals, and before you know it, time may be passing, but you're also making progress.
Yeah, you know what I do personally? Today is actually day 121 of
She
365
counts
days.
the year in days. I forgot to mention that to you people. That's
So
what she does.
I
Yes.
deliberately do the year count by days. So I know I have 365 days to achieve a particular set of goals. So today is day 121. How many more days do I have? That's
Time
what
does
keeps me in
fly.
check. Mm.
Okay, so just very quickly now, I did a demo of some of the scripts we discussed in the month of
Mm.
April. I'm sorry, I didn't share that on the Facebook group, but I will share that afterwards. So I did commercial script, the one you discussed last week. I also did the pigeon script, and I think one other. So if Adrian can help us play that now, the Diction coach is here to coach me to criticize the work, and really, yes, I'm open to criticism. I feel like the best way for one to grow is to get or embrace healthy criticism and then see how we can improve. And we always say it here on the show, we're not pros. We are all learning, and we're just here to motivate each other to give our very best to our voice acting or our voice delivery. So that's why we're doing this. So if there's anyone who's listening to us right now or who listen to us much later, feel free to drop your comments, your thoughts about this demo you'll be hearing real soon, because that's what it is. We're just striving to be better than we are. So tell me what you think about it. Or Edgar, I can try and play from here if it's not playing on your system. I love the rich, crunchy taste of Zeller. Tasty, delicious energizer to keep your energy levels up throughout the day. Monkey dey walk, apple dey chop. Hi, it's life. It's life no balance at all. The rich dey get more money, while the poor just dey suffer. Now, wow, love me. Be true to me, but don't you lie to me. I'm not asking for the world. All I want is your heart. Aaron, hurry! That scary squeaky monster is coming to tear down the house! So do I play one more time, or did you hear that? As is it?
Not so clearly. It was.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Let me
left
try.
in
Just
the
give me a
listening
second,
to it
please.
somehow.
Okay, give me a second, please. Let me try and improve. Oh, can you hear me clearly when I'm speaking?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me clearly. Okay, let's just say that everything works very well. Let me increase the volume of the... Okay, so I'll play again. Hopefully you hear me better. Yes. I love the rich, crunchy taste of Zeller. Tasty, delicious energizer to keep your energy levels up throughout the day. Monkey dey walk, apple dey chop. Hi, this life. This life no balance at all. The rich dey get more money, while the poor just dey suffer. Now, wow, love me. Be true to me, but don't you lie to me. I'm not asking for the world. All I want is your heart. Aaron, hurry! That scary squeaky monster is coming to tear down the house. You heard that now, right?
Yes, I got it, and yeah, I of course enjoyed listening to it. I guess that's the expression of different emotions there, and yeah, great. I particularly love
Okay,
the
so you
pigeon
don't see anything
pigeon.
wrong with it. You're saying good.
What did you say?
I said, I mean, you're saying good. You don't have anything to criticize about this. You don't think I should improve in certain areas. I mean, what
Well,
really do you think?
but you know, maybe because of the channel of transmission, I might
Okay.
have been able to pick some things, but at least so
Okay.
far, I listened twice. So far, the switch of, at least, even if I close my eyes, I can that's what I do a lot of times when I listen. I try to want to listen attentively. I close my eyes. I don't know why I do that, but it's unconsciously I find myself doing that. I guess the switch and the interpretation of the different emotions are quite
Okay.
on point.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is the whole idea. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much,
interpreting
Zazee.
the. What did you say?
I was saying thank you. Thank you very much for
Oh,
for your
you are the
feedback.
boss. We are learning from you, you know.
Oh. All right, thank you. I mean, you see how time is flying, though. I mean, I cannot believe it's almost 11:30, so we're gonna move very quickly now. And today, okay, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, this month of May, we want to be focused on the art of storytelling. I mean, most of the things that we do, whether we're voice actors or not, centers on storytelling. And in fact, storytelling is one of the biggest marketing strategies right now in the globe. So brands are seeking to sell their products through stories. Podcasters need stories to speak to our emotions. If you turn everywhere, whether it's a sales speech, whether it's a conversation, the stories are the core of all that we do on a day-to-day. And so we figured that this month of May, let's see how we can dissect discussions around the art of storytelling and then how to tell them right. I know that for rookies or people who are just coming into the voice artistry industry, they still struggle when it comes to reading an audiobook or narrating a story. They still struggle with how to deliver. So they go about reading without actually delivering the message of the script. Because while it's easy for you to pick up your phone and say, oh, there's a script here, I want to deliver it, you must remind yourself that it goes beyond the words you see on the script to how it should be told. So let me leave you guys to give us an introduction to the art of storytelling and then what would you look out for as we go along in the month of May.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I guess it's just a few points that I will have to raise concerning the art of storytelling, because there are different skills required in this particular topic. However, for the sake of this session, it is just going to be as a voiceover artist, the key things to look out for is delivery, interpretation, understanding character. Yeah, and then taking it the other way around, understand the character. That means reading the script, understand the character or characters, and then interpreting the roles through the delivery of such lines. So in telling a story, the voiceover artist, the skills required is essentially playing the character through the tone and delivery of the script, of the lines. So it is when it is the voiceover artist. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. I can.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but I'm just having the feeling there's this feedback I'm getting. Okay,
Oh,
so it is the delivery of the voiceover artist that sends the message or describes who the character in the script is, what they are doing, how they feel. That is where emotions come in. So just like the samples that we played, that you voiced, it is your ability to understand the character, understand the message, and then you delivering using right emotions to describe the character, to pass on the message. So when you are sounding like a cartoon character, I got that. It was your skill that came to play there. It was your emotion that also came when it came to the point of affection. Yeah. So you display the ability to understand the character, and then you interpreted the character through your mode of delivering. That is adopting or interpreting the emotion that the character is trying to pass their message through. So that is the key. Those are the key things that the art of storytelling would expect from a voiceover artist. Understand the character. Is it an aged person? Is it a sick person? The way a person who is in charge, a director, a captain will talk will be definitely different from how a slave will sound, even without you seeing that slave. So the plea, the reflection of being sorry for themselves, being respectful, being dependent will definitely be reflected in the tone of voice and the
Absolutely.
emotion of
Okay, good. Yes, thank you, Zazee. So I was wondering because, I mean, when I also started out narrating books, I had this challenge. When I speak naturally, so you have a lot of character to how you deliver your words. When I converse, as in conversations, I have a bit of drama to how I sound. I'm able to raise my tone, bring it down. It shows some emotional display while I'm at it, right? But then when it comes to delivering the script, I sort of have a disconnection between my real self conversing and then myself, or the other part of me that has to deliver, that voice script. So I'm wondering, what would be a practical tip for someone who is currently now in my shoe? Because how I dealt with that one was I had to remind myself of our visualization. So when I pick up the script,
yeah.
are you there, Zazee?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. So
Okay.
when I pick up a script, so what I do then is I try to imagine that I am, for instance, the character, that I'm reading. So I sort of first of all remind myself that, what, this is not Mamuzo right now. This is Maria. This is Abdul. So how would Abdul sound if someone is chasing him and then he's trying to run away? So I leverage on the power of visualization. And I know that it's been helpful, but I don't know if you have other tips to share with us today on how best to interpret, especially when it comes to that, we forget or we dictate when it comes to delivering the script. Even though naturally we're good conversationalists, but when it comes to delivering the script, we sort of, have a struggle.
Okay, let me go this way. I want to go to an extreme now. You get a script, and then it is a script that has a conversation between two Lagos touts.
Okay.
Yeah. So the onus is on you, yeah, to try to understand the traits of a Lagos tout. Now, what are the traits? Now, because it could be easier if it is visual, but because as a voiceover artist, you are actually helping the listener to create the visual in their minds. So it is the voice, it is the tonation, it is the interpretation, the delivery that will help to create this in their minds. Now, studying the Lagos tout, for instance, you're studying their mannerism, you're studying how they gesticulate, you're studying their slangs, you're studying their tones, you're studying what words they drag, what words they sharply drop. Yeah, so understanding the real life character and then bringing it into the script. So now I have the script. I am getting out of Zazee. I am now wearing the Agbero. Let's say Brother Shaggy, for instance. I am now wearing Brother Shaggy. So just like you said, for that moment, I am not Zazee. I am Brother Shaggy. So in my head, even in front of the mic, it is always good to do the body movement. It is good to do it because it also helps in placing some kind of tone or some kind of message in the tone that you deliver that the audience would pick. I don't know. It is just so natural, Sometimes when we speak,
and that's so correct. Yes, your posture really does affect how you speak. Even in the real world, I mean, if you go out your normal day and I'm speaking to you now, you see I'm already moving my hands. You see, I'm already moving
Mm-hmm,
my hand, so it does affect how we
mm-hmm.
pronounce it.
So now the role of the voiceover artist is for us now to make sure getting into that character, the first, and then the way that is this is where the diction now comes in. So the diction of an average Lagos tout, Twale, Basky, blue, all those DM words now have to come in. And of course, it will definitely be in the script. But if not, if it is permissible, these are things that can be chipped in just to get you still in that character. Because sometimes you just need to stay in character even while you pause, maybe to drink water or something. You stay in that character. So those are the things that would help. Understanding the character. And by that, you are actually looking out for a replica of that in real world that you can actually emulate, watch over and over again, or listen to over and over again. And then you will now understand how to cover interpret that using intonation, using modulation, using the diction, and all of that. And of course, that will bring on the emotion of how Anagbiru is, well, as it is called. Maybe they are happy. You know how excited if a tout is excited, all the crazy body movement and utterances that they are used to. And of course, if they are angry, yeah, those are the kinds of emotion that will be infused in the delivery of such. And of course, if it is an elegant person, say royalty, that you're trying to interpret through your voice over delivery, it definitely also has to carry this procedure. Study a real life royal and then try to deliver. Now, the enunciation, the pronunciation of the words will also have to depict royalty. Yeah, picking them one after the other, emphasizing, and of course, creating that character in the mind of the reader. In the mind of the listener, so that they can get the picture of that character as you deliver the lines of the character.
Awesome. And then keep your ears open because when I watch movies, I do not just watch for entertainment's sake. I watch to hear how they deliver their own work. And the truth is that, I mean, voice acting is also theatrics. I mean, there's a lot of theoretical, processes involved. So even though you're not acting, like I said, visually, your voice should deliver like you're acting. Okay, so let's really go on to our script for today. We chose a 60-second fairy tale sample script from voices.com because we wanted to just see that we're able to express as much as we can, emotions. And sometimes when you have a script, you should be able to decipher what type of emotion is, it's in the script. Is it sadness? Is there intrigue? Is there suspense? Is there is there joy or happiness? Is there discovery? Because those things will tell how you interpret, those scripts. So we have a long script here. I'm sure you have a script now. Because of time, we will not do the solo script. We'll just go on to the duet, the one we're going to do together. So the script has no title, so don't worry about the title. It's a fairy tale script. I'll go first, and then Zazee comes on later. To her surprise, Maria was beginning to grow attached to the wondrous new land she had found herself in.
She missed her head back home, of course. She also missed the sweet taste of the bluegrass in the valley where she was raised.
But she liked walking around and leaving hoof prints in the freshly fallen snow. She liked gazing at a tall tower that rose up from behind the castle walls and imagining what magnificent view it offered out onto the kingdom grounds. But most of all, she liked her new friend.
One day, she asked the White Knight whether she might. One day, she asked the White Knight whether he might allow her to climb the tower to see if she could spot her homeland off in the distance.
Well, Maria, the knight responded with slight hesitation. You see, the The staircase leading up to the tower is very narrow, and I'm not sure that a four-legged cow like yourself would be capable of making the trip up.
Never say never, proclaimed Maria, as she instantly stood upright on her hind legs and began marching towards the cattle gates.
As fresh snow blanketed the grounds of the kingdom, the White Knight gazed out upon the sprawling valley, sighed to himself, and said, I must be the loneliest knight in all of the land.
All of a sudden, the White Knight spotted a strange creature wandering up the snowy path towards him. As the distance between the knight and the creature shrunk, he saw that it was a cow.
Who goes there? The White Knight stammered. To his surprise, a gentle voice responded, It is I, Maria, a cow who has found herself far from home. So that's our script for today. And throughout the month of May, you are liberty to choose your own scripts. Choose any story that resonates with you, any story you truly love, and then because we're just practicing and rehearsing, give it your best, deliver your best. But I'm sure I am begging this time. I'm appealing to you. You will get there. It needs a lot of work and practice. So start practicing now. Get any script that you love and then deliver, record yourself, and then send to our NOP Facebook group. We would love to hear from you. And of course, okay, and then you can also go for monologues too. So if you want to do a script that is all about you, that's fine. You could have your own self-written script, that's beautiful. But any script whatsoever, you're liberty to choose and then just deliver. Let your voice, your voice is your power. Use your voice to take control of your life. So thanks guys for joining us today. Zazee.
Yeah, thank you. What's the nice session?
Okay, then. So see you sometime next week. And don't forget, next week we'll be discussing tone and tonality. So be ready for us. We're always ready for you. Have a good Saturday and a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Yes, you too, and a blessed, fruitful May. Bye.